What's good, YouTube? We are back with another video. Today's video is the long-awaited settings reveal. Last time I did one of these was a while ago, I think like last summer, and there's been a lot of stuff that's changed. So I'm pretty much just going to go through every page of the settings and just give you guys what they are. You guys have been asking for it. I said once I hit 500 subs on YouTube that I would drop it. So here it is. Um, First things first, what I gotta say is like, just because somebody's good on certain settings doesn't necessarily mean that you'll be good on them. My biggest piece of advice is to just find out like what works for you. Like, just because my sense feels good for me doesn't mean that you'll be good on it. So, I mean, you guys can like, take what you want from my settings, but don't expect to like, be I mean, you might be better than me on these settings. You might be worse than me. Just don't really expect anything out of it, I guess. Let's get into it. First up, we'll go through the general a little bit. None of these really matter. I got the dark glare on. This is basically what color your screen turns when you get blinded, either white or black. I did the black. None of this really matters. I'm actually changing this to manual. I've been meaning to do this, and it's really, really annoying. Basically, if you have it on both, you drop your diffuser, and then if you run over it, it just automatically picks it up. Don't know what that was. Which is like one of the most annoying things ever. Like if you're trying to drop the diffuser for somebody else, and then it just auto picks it back up. That's on manual. Visible throw trajectory. I have this on. This is pretty much just showing like where your grenade's gonna go that you throw, or your drone, or your ability, or any of that stuff. Drone after prep. I have it on manual. If you have anything besides manual, you are literally horrible at the video game. Basically, you get to keep using your drone after the drone phase is over to like, keep setting it up or whatever. Make sure you have manual on. Match replay. I just have those on. Cross play matchmaking. That doesn't really matter. All right. Going over to HUD. Compass on. Compass appearance simplified. Just looks cleaner on the screen. Location, pings, all the stuff is on. Elimination marker, all that stuff's on. I've seen some people like run most of those off. I guess it's just personal preference. These are both on. Health on. Status effects on. Blah 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 blah. On. All this stuff like is pretty much untouched. Reload reminder. I don't really need that, I guess. I kind of look at my gun for the most part anyways. All this stuff is pretty much just like default, you know what I mean? I like having all these on just to like know when I get a down or something like that. I have teammate gamer tags off. I have the icons and the outlines on. The gamer tags just make your screen just very, very cluttered. I personally hate how it looks. So I have this on. It did take a little while to get used to, but as long as you're not like a bozo, you won't be like team killing your teammates or whatever. All this stuff is on. Round number I have off. Bands I have off. That's like pretty much just all that stuff. Pretty much most of this is just to like kind of clean up your HUD. But yeah. Moving over to audio. Obviously English, dynamic range. I use hi-fi. Some people prefer night mode. I personally hate night mode. I do not. All right, if my mic was muted and I missed the last 4 minutes, I was about to actually like twerk on camera. I like hi-fi. Night mode, just like, yeah, the footsteps sound louder, but in terms of like directional audio, like where it's coming from, I feel like it's really like not accurate. I use hi-fi. Master volume on 100, in-game sound effects volume on 100. Basically, like if you like, I don't know, stun somebody and they go like, ah, you'll like hear it louder. In-game music volume 0, menu sound effects. I have it on 65. That's just like clicking like back and forth. Menu music 0. I just hate like any type of like music like whatsoever when I'm like trying to play my shit. Voiceover volume, that's just for like the characters. I have it on 60. This I have gameplay focused on. When this first dropped, I like had no idea what it meant. I just looked at Royal Penguin's TikTok and he just said that this is the best one, so I just put it on. HQ voiceover on. This I have it on stereo. I really don't know what this does, to be honest. Yeah, it says locating the direction of sounds becomes more difficult with mono, so definitely just have stereo on for that. This is just my headset, and this is just my digital output. That's just voice chat volume, doesn't really matter. VSync I have off. I have a friend that actually turned it on recently, and he said that he liked it. It felt smoother. I've personally never played with it because when I turn it on, it doesn't let me prioritize performance with it on, only the resolution, and I'm not running it at 60 FPS, so I just keep VSync off. Prioritize performance on if your console can run it. Basically just doubles your FPS. It's going to make the game feel way smoother. FOV, I've had this at 84 for like the longest time ever. It just feels good. HUD display and menu display, I just both have set to 95, just a little smaller than my menu. My brightness is 65. That is pretty high. That's probably why it actually felt like I was getting flashbanged in real life when I had that on. I mean, when I had the white stun thing on. All right. Controls, if you use vibration, you're weird. Gadget deployment advanced, drone deployment advanced, leaning behavior alternate. This basically lets you lean and then unaim and stay leaned. This is really good for like if you play smoke or any really type of shotgun, like holding a corner. I like it a lot. Controller layout, this is just like all my buttons are like just default. I don't have like RB as crouch or like any of that like weird stuff. Look inversion I have disabled. Rotation I have classic. It says slow gradual progression into I don't even really know what this means. I don't know. I just have it on classic. I just think that that's the better one. All right, now the big boys, the vertical and horizontal sense. I used to play on slow sense. I think I was like 26, like 55 or something like that. And my aim just felt like really bad after a while, and I didn't really know why. And then one of my friends convinced me to up my sensitivity. I used to think that my aim was bad because my sense was too fast, but it was actually the opposite. I feel my aim is a lot better on a faster sensitivity. You can just make like the minor adjustments a lot quicker than you can on the slower sensitivity. So I did up these, and I've been thinking about upping my horizontal sensitivity even more because I'm kind of used to 65 now. I might go up to like 70. I'm not 100% sure yet. That's what it is for now. Left stick and right stick are both set to 5. My controller is like in fairly good condition, so I don't have any really stick drift on it or anything yet. Left trigger and right trigger, you just want this on 0. You want to be able to shoot as fast as you can when you see the enemies. I'll show the actual ADSs after the rest of this. Aim is obviously hold. Drone speed boost is hold. Advanced controller options, make sure these are all turned to 0 and also disabled. You have to enable them, turn them all to 0, and then disable them. Make sure these are all off. This will all mess up your aim. When I first started playing this game, these were all turned on, and I had no idea, and I was like, why is my aim fucking horrible? And this was why. Yeah, for the ADS sensitivities, my standard is just 34. My 1.0 is 25. My 2.5 is 34, 39, 41, 50. I don't really use these bottom 3. These are really the only 2 that matters. Yeah, this is just what I'm running with. This is what I'm comfortable with. Yeah, try it out. Wow, that was disgusting. Sorry. Try it out if you want. If you don't, like, whatever, bro. If you use faster, that's cool. This is what feels comfortable for me. I do want to try, like, higher sensitivities, like, soon, once I get, like, fully used to this one. So those might be changing shortly, but it's not going to be, like, anything drastic. Like, maybe, like, you know, up, like, 2 or 3. Like, not, you know, like, 10 or something like that. Like Mingo, like he's a psycho and plays on like, I don't know, like I think it's like 30, 90, and these are all like 50, but he's just like, I don't know him, and he doesn't even use control freaks, so I don't know, he's like an alien. All right, accessibility. So I have this on custom. I have my optic set to green. I was using purple for like the longest time. Actually, I was using default red at first, then I went to purple for like a really long time, then I swapped to white for a little bit, and I did like it. But if you're trying to spawn peek or anything, it's like literally impossible with white. Like if like the fucking sun's out on the map, it's like the most like impossible thing ever to like try to, you know, see where your reticle is like in the sun. I recently swapped back to green, and green feels really good. I do like it a lot. I would just recommend like anything that's like green, red, or purple. I wouldn't really use anything else. I've seen some people use orange. It doesn't look like terrible, but I don't know. I just like green because it's not the, a lot of things on the maps that you're going to be playing on are not like neon green color, so it's easy to stand out. Optic capacity I have set to 82. I actually had this lower when I was on purple, and then I raised it when I was on white because it was like really hard to see, but I'm gonna actually turn that down a little bit more. Screen shake, make sure this is off. Whenever like a nade or something goes off, it'll look like you're actually in an earthquake, so make sure that this is turned off. Motion blur I have on. They just added this setting like maybe a couple months ago, and I personally hate it. I wanted to go back to how it was. You could just have motion blur on or off. That's all it was. Now if it's off, you get like red around the border of your screen when you get shot, and it like makes your screen darker, which like I don't like that at all. Like I don't like any type of visual effect when I'm getting shot. So I have this on, and it did like take a little while to get used to. Like your game doesn't look as like smooth when you're like turning and stuff, but once you get used to it, it's not bad. I wish they would just add back like just let you turn it on or off without any of the like stupid like effects that are on the come along your screen. I don't know why there's two settings for sun effects, but that's on dark glare. The team colors I just have set to blue and red. Like I think that's default. Voice chat to text, this is all off. I haven't touched any of this stuff, to be honest with you guys. But yeah, those, I think we covered everything. I don't think I missed anything in this. Alright, I absolutely chalked the last outro I did because I'm a fucking moron and I stutter in my outros for whatever reason. That's it for the settings video, guys. If you enjoyed, hit the like, hit the sub, tag a friend that has like horrible aim and you think should try out my settings. Make sure to stay up to date with my videos. I'm going to drop another video soon, and it might be another 1v1 tournament. I might be doing it this weekend. I got to see who's available, so that'll be a lot of fun. All my links are going to be down in the description. You got my Twitch, my Instagram, my TikTok. Make sure to follow all that. Tune into the streams and come say hi. Drop a follow over there. Say what's up. I'm very interactive with my chat. I read every message that gets sent. I think we covered everything. Yeah, turn on post notifications and subscribe. Peace.